All right, we are here for the finale of the Forgotten City. It was supposed to be last stream, but I was having too much fun. We got very close to the end, according to someone who has played it. Friend AJ, she said we were probably about 30 minutes left, but I was very, very close to being late for an appointment this morning, and I had to hop off. And so we have a finale episode here. It's going to be a lot shorter than the other two episodes. Fucking deal with it. I did what I could. Okay? For both Twitch and YouTube, as always, this game is full of intrigue and plot twists. Please give your audience a spoiler warning before sharing content from beyond the wide hallway so that interested players can fully enjoy the experience for themselves if they wish to. And I just want to continually make that known. I've got it in the title, I've got it here, but we are going to continue. Now, I did have to Alt F4 because there wasn't a way for me to like just save and leave because of where I got to in the story. So we might have some doubling up here, but we'll see. I'm curious where it puts us, and I'm wondering if that Alt F4 is why it crashed. Okay. So just a quick recap if you are somewhat familiar with the game. I know. There is... Oh, I think it locked. I'm going that way. I'm just recapping. Okay. So we put all those we found all 4 tablets and we put them in there. And then we entered this temple. This temple opened up. We had to then... Oh, I have to go through them again? Fuck. Okay. Well, now you'll see. I didn't mean for this to happen. Oh, never mind. So we had to kind of go through the order. So, like, when it comes to the god of the underworld, we had to go through... I believe who it was first. So Pluto. So the Romans have Pluto. And then the Greeks have, like, we had to answer, it said say his name, and we had to answer, I'm running through them. Pluto. Oh no, Hades, Pluto, and then for the Egyptians, Osiris. And then for the Sumerians, I believe it's one I'm not as familiar with. Maybe I'll have to say it again. Okay, yep. Yeah, we did Pluto, or Hades? Yeah, Pluto, Hades. That's right. Pluto, Hades, Osiris, and then we have Nergal. And so this, just saying, this is all spoilers as it is, but it's getting fucking crazy. So I'm glad that I'll get to kind of run through some of this stuff again without being in a rush. Now, I mean, I know who those are. I'm going to try and pick the same things I chose because I still chose them for a reason, but I'm going to, like, just let them talk.
And here you are. Allow me to introduce myself. As you have already gathered, I've been known by many names. Nergal to the Sumerians, Osiris to the Egyptians, Hades to the Greeks, and Pluto to the Romans. But the one constant through it all has been my title, God of the Underworld. And I've been watching you with curiosity, mortal, ever since your arrival. You are unlike the others, aren't you? And what is more, You carry a weapon that was never intended for mortals to wield, and you do it so gracefully. But there will be time for your reckoning later. First, as a reward for undoing the desecration of my obelisk, I will allow you to satisfy your curiosity. Ask what you will.
And I love this because as I asked literally every single person I could in that area, what's
My
your story?
story is many thousands of years long. You will need to be more specific. What do you wish to know?
And I'm going to just run through them.
It is a matter of perspective. God is a label I was given by you mortals, not one I gave myself. Your ancestors revered me because to them, my knowledge and technology made me incomprehensibly powerful, just as you might seem so to an insect. But despite all that, there are rules even I must obey. My kin and I all adopted this form long ago, so that we might better understand and communicate with your kind. In time, we grew fond of the sensory delights it affords: desire, joy, ecstasy, even rage and sorrow, while an acquired taste can be addictive.
No way. May I see your true form?
No.
Damn it.
Long ago, I swore to Persephone that I would remain in this form for as long as we remained among your kind. I must honor that.
I thought, oh, I did the wrong one. I brought the wrong fader down. My bad. Sorry for that sneeze.
This is my beloved. Like me, she has been known by many names. Ereshkigal to the
I actually thought my
Sumerians,
PC like froze
Isis to
during
the
this part too, but we'll figure out more about this.
Persephone to the Greeks, and Persephone to the Romans. Or perhaps you might know her as the goddess of springtime, the cycle of life and renewal. Your gaze lingers too long.
Sorry, she's hot.
That is my servant. You would have met by the river, though she wears many faces and goes by many names. Kumutabal to the Sumerians, Kirti to the Egyptians, Charon to the Greeks, and Charon to the Romans. Her role is to ferry souls between the mortal world
And she was,
to make
to us, she was
as
Karen.
seamless as possible.
Karen.
For that, she earned herself the infamous, if erroneous, moniker, the Ferryman. You will talk more later. For now, ask your questions.
Less.
As you wish.
What is this place?
It has come to be known simply as the Underworld, and it exists because of a wager I made long ago. That is a long story, one that began over 3,000 years ago and continues to this day.
I got time.
See, long ago, my kin and I set out from our home on Elysium to search for other forms of life among the stars.
I should turn the music down or turn the
Discovered your planet
dialogue up a
and
bit.
witnessed your kind evolving from primates into something lawless and barbaric. You all but destroyed yourselves, your 2 short lives being extinguished by violence and ignorance and disease. Yet Persephone saw raw potential in you, and persuaded the rest of us it would be squandered without our intervention.
Yeah, I tried finishing it before
So we
my
revealed
session this
ourselves
morning,
to you
but
in a place called Sumer. We offered guidance in agriculture, toolcraft, and law.
I'll talk through my plan here once
You
I...
called us gods. For a time, you flourished, but soon you were too many for us to oversee. And as you spread...
I've seen this part before, actually. Like, I did get to this part, but I had to Alt F4 because I mentioned earlier, I live 8 minutes away from my therapist, but it was 10 minutes till.
This time in our name.
So I just Alt F4'd and bolted.
And gave up on your kind.
So I'm
condemning you as
redoing this couple of conversation pieces I've done already.
scarcely more than animals. We began preparations to return to Elysium, our home world.
But I do want to either reload no save or see what I can do after.
unimaginable.
And I want to take the golden bow and I want to shoot the goat. I don't know. I feel like there's something involving a golden goat that could be
knowing it would force
an achievement or something. Or golden goose.
She made an extraordinary sacrifice.
I want to shoot
She gave up her immortality to descend permanently
the magistrate
of humankind.
with the golden bow while he's running to make me a portal.
Trajectory.
I got some things I want to try.
Horrified, I acted swiftly. I placed her in suspended animation in a deep frozen sleep to prevent age and sickness from claiming her. And then I pleaded with Proserpina's father, who the Romans called Jupiter, to bring her with us to Elysium. It was and is my hope that once there, we might one day learn to undo what she has done to herself. But he refused. I did everything I could to persuade him, but he would not relent. He would rigidly uphold his final pronouncement. Humans were unworthy of ascension to Elysium. No exceptions would be made. But seeing that I was aggrieved, he proposed a wager, the terms of which were as follows. If even one human city could prove itself capable of living without sin for a single year, then Proserpina and all of humanity would be permitted to join us in Elysium. My part would be to remain behind, the last of my kind, to watch over you, without interfering, and to sit in silent judgment. And so my reward has been to languish here, enduring a 3,000-year winter, waiting
That's
for the
quite a
day
winter.
your kind proves itself worthy of her faith in you, so that I might take her with me to Elysium and unthaw my goddess of springtime. And here I am, after all this time, still waiting.
Okay, but deciding what is and what isn't a sin seems a bit arbitrary, buddy.
There were also gods who, like me, have been known by many names, but perhaps you knew them by their Roman names. Our leader, Jupiter, as well as Neptune, Saturn, Juno, Minerva, Mars, Venus, Apollo, Diana, Vulcan, Vesta, Ceres, and of course, my beloved Proserpina. As the first wave of your kind arrived from Sumer, I had them build a city in their own fashion,
Sumeria?
so that they might be comfortable and recreate their lives here. I had them build the entrance as a vertical shaft leading to baths, to cleanse them of the sins of their former lives, and to prevent escape. I watched wave after wave.
I also might try other endings too, if I can go back to old saves and do that.
Over the centuries, they were replaced by Egyptians.
Just because this will be really a short episode otherwise.
To be the superior civilization, the Egyptians promptly built over what had been built before, and made all the same mistakes. After another 1,000 years, the Greeks began to arrive, and then the Romans, and they all did the same thing. They built upon the underworlds of their predecessors.
Now the Zoomers are going to come in.
Gods and ensured their foundations were forgotten. To ensure the wager was fair, it was important that my subjects were chosen at random. To this end, I had my servant distribute 1,000 tokens fashioned from silver, a rare element at the time, across all of Sumer. Whoever died while in possession of one of them would be located by my servant and ferried to this place, with no memory of how they arrived. As the tokens were discovered, they were traded, smelted, and fashioned into trinkets, and eventually coins, spreading to Egypt like seeds on the wind. Later, when they spread to Greece, they would come to be known as Charon's Oval, or as coins for the ferrymen. Some placed coins in the mouths of their dead, hoping they would awaken here, though they had no way of knowing which coins were fashioned from the original tokens. In fact, almost all the tokens are accounted for, only 2 remain. And so after this wave destroys itself, as it is destined to do, your kind will have squandered the last of its potential to ascend beyond this rock, and Proserpina's along with it.
So he's a little bit past, huh? How did humans learn about the underworld? Oh, yeah.
It is a regrettable story. One of the first men who came to this place was a king of Sumer, and a troublemaker. To be rid of him, I returned him to his people, on the condition that my servant erased his memories of this place. But the erasure did not take completely.
Oh, it didn't
He
take.
told stories of this place as if describing memories of a dream. His tales were committed to writing, which came to be known as the Epic of Gilgamesh. His words were twisted and distorted over generations. Later, the Egyptians would adapt Sumer's stories of the underworld, making them wildly intricate and labyrinthine. Their Book of the Dead and Book of Gates bore less and less resemblance to this place in their priests' pursuit of profit. Then, when the Greeks began to arrive, they proved far more cunning, and in a series of incidents that will not be repeated, 5 of them escaped.
Homer?
A warrior named Heracles,
Or am I-
kings named Sisyphus
What
and
am I thinking of?
Theseus, a poet named Orpheus, and a Trojan
Never mind.
named Aeneas. They each told embellished tales of this place, how to get here, and how to escape. And so from Sumer to Egypt, Greece to Rome, your kind has always told each other stories about this place, though each story contained only a seed of truth.
So it's an important thing for me, and I know there's probably some creative liberties and some whatever taken with a game like this, but this honestly, this type of stuff does help me piece together things that I've heard about, like just growing up and hearing about Roman and Greek and Egyptian gods and stuff, and the parallels and stuff like that. This does help kind of connect the context a little bit for me. So that's like just another like nice thing I'm really enjoying about this.
Of course. That is merely the name your people have given to it, but yes, it is my doing.
So I do understand now. I freaking hate what their golden rule is in this game. But it makes sense for it honestly kind of makes sense for what he's trying to accomplish.
That is a story dating back to the very first wave. After the Sumerians finished building their city, the self-declared ruler threw a banquet to celebrate. Now this man was unmarried, and many women were vying to become his wife, a prestigious position of power and influence in a new world. Of all the women, 2 were particularly ambitious. Both were beautiful, and both arrived at the banquet wearing eye-catching dresses and painted faces.
Diana.
Their hair woven in elaborate fashion. The first woman, recognizing that she would require an advantage to
Right?
win the ruler's affection, draped herself in jewelry, ornate necklaces, bracelets, and rings fashioned from gold. Seeing this ostentatious display, the second woman grew envious, for she had no such jewelry at her disposal. She prayed aloud to any gods that would listen to cover her in gold. And when her prayer went unanswered, she took matters into her own hands. While the others indulged at the banquet, the second woman summoned the first for a discussion in a quiet place. She checked that nobody was watching, and pushed her rival from the top of the ziggurat, where she broke her neck on the rocks below. But I was watching, and I decided to answer her prayer. I took the golden bow left behind by Diana, and I shot that woman in the heart, covering her from head to toe in a layer of molten
Oh,
gold.
Diana. Okay.
And I left her to stand there.
Diana's bow is like a separate
She
thing.
might serve as a grim reminder
Okay.
of what befalls those who sin in my domain. But that was not enough, for the entire city was tainted by her sin, and the wager could no longer be won. So I had no choice but to wipe the slate clean. I gilded them all to make way for a new wave, and began the wager again. And to this day, each of them, and all who came after, line the halls of this city, inanimate but conscious, suspended in time with only their sight and hearing preserved, so they may bear witness to and lament the folly of your kind for eternity as silent golden sentinels.
Okay, let me just see. I think we can ask all of these things. I want to know all of them. So I'm hoping I can just run down the line, and that's what I'm going to do. So you're responsible. So this is always, like, even in modern theologies, to some extent, this is something that has bothered me.
I give your kind a second chance at life, as well as ample warning about my law. And when you disobey, and you always disobey, you force my hand, bringing terrible suffering upon yourselves. And so you ask if I am the one destroying your lives. And I say, no, you destroy yourselves. I am merely the means by which you do it.
And see, because it gets, I should almost probably take just like I'm going to keep those rules in my channel rules, but it's so hard for me not to bring certain things into this in my own experiences. Like, ultimately, it's still, like, maybe the God of the underworld couldn't. And maybe he's part of a bet, whatever. That must be important. But they could still make the final decision to have mercy. They could inform people of the context of their decisions. Oh, you know the rules, but then if they know the rules, then why do some people think they're fake? But if they had access to info like this, and then still could have that choice to sin or not sin for a year, they'd be better informed. But it's always got this faith element, and that's where I kind of bow out usually. But
when my kin
just saying,
left behind many relics which I inherited, a consolation prize of sorts. The golden bow originally belonged to one of my kin, who the Romans called Diana. As my collection of golden statues grew, I chose the most ferocious among them, and equipped them each with a duplicate of her bow, and tasked them with hunting down the Forsaken at my behest. They became known simply as Furies. I've always considered that the cornerstone of morality is the ability to determine right from wrong on one's own. No attempt to lay out rules like your Code of Hammurabi or your 12 Tables of the Roman Republic can ever cover all possible scenarios. This should come as no surprise to you, since the core principle has been expressed in many forms by many
do unto others. Yeah.
The Egyptians made a rudimentary attempt with do to the doer to make him do. The Greeks refined it with avoid doing what you would blame others for doing. The Roman Stoics added, treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Even the so-called cultists hiding among you often say, do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
They call the Christians cultists in here.
It is the simplest of concepts, and each one of you is born with the faculties required to apply it to any situation. Yet none of the peoples who expressed this rule were able to uphold it. Curious, is it not?
Oh shit. This kind of seems like a choice. That principle is not as easy to apply as it sounds. And I think I kind of agree with that. And I think a lot of that at least on your own, like, you need support of a community a lot of times but you also need to, like, make the mistakes to learn that sometimes. Not all the time, I don't know. But how much of that is just because of, brains and minds and what it is to be a human. and to be wired for survival. Largely in a hunter-gathering type society, but anyways, it doesn't seem like you've been upholding it either. Now, I believe this is probably true, and I don't know if he'll say he's above it, and I don't know exactly.
Enough. You clearly know.
Oh, nice. We got a... I feel better about that. Like that. I mean, I'm probably pissing him off, but that's not a response to that. I clearly know nothing. So how's it my fault then if I know nothing?
I'm able to commune with all of the statues in the city. Their ears are my ears, and their eyes are my eyes.
I have to ask this. I almost wouldn't. I think if I had other choices, I think I wouldn't ask this, because this seems like I'm ratting her out. But
If she was still conscious, I suppose she could, but she's not. Why do you ask?
because I need context. No reason.
Then what an odd question.
Hope. I've seen some terrible things here that you didn't consider a sin. How could you let them happen? Is this going to be a you know nothing?
Do you plan to speak in sweeping generalizations? Or are you going to give me an example?
Okay. I'm not going to say suicide. I don't think that's a sin. Price gouging for life-saving medicines. Debt bondage. Experiments on the golden statues. Abduction. Well, let's do this for sure.
The merchant. How is that inconsistent with the rule I've outlined?
He wouldn't want someone else to demand an outrageous price for the medicine he needed if he was
I
to.
disagree. Having watched this merchant, that is precisely what he would expect from others, and he would be quite capable of paying the price anyway.
I don't know if that... Yeah, I don't think that's true. Now, maybe the God in the world could expect that, but then is that really... And we fucked over the merchant a few loops. We got at least like 15 grand out of them.
Applying this rule always requires speculation to some degree. It requires us to ask what another person would want if they found themselves in another situation. Not if we're wise enough to know the mind of man. Supposing you're right, then my law has been broken, and I should turn you all to gold immediately. Is that what you want?
I almost don't want to back down. We might be doing lots of endings, chat. Maybe this is going to take us till 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. again. Just kidding. I'm only kidding because then I can skip through all the dialogue that I've heard before. It's going to happen.
Then your desire to be right outweighs your desire to survive. You will make a fine statue.
Fuck. Time to Alt F4 again, boys. Which one should I choose? I'm kind of memeing here, but just give me a second. This is for content to some extent. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. I didn't even realize they were different. I was just skimming. Oh, well. I just want to do it anyways for the fuck of it. Oh, it doesn't show it in chat? Oh, because it's a bot. Damn it. So it doesn't show it on screen. Which... I'm gonna draw the golden bow, I think. You can answer, I guess. I don't know how much time. I don't know if I put a time limit. I've only done a poll like that once, and there's usually not enough people to answer that type of stuff, so. I'll stop it, don't worry. No longer vote. Get fucked. I love you, chat. Get fucked. Okay. I'm ready. I'm in my FPS position. I've got my power pose.
Do you really think you could wound me?
Maybe I should have used the wooden one, just because it doesn't make sense to me. Ooh, now I can get saucy with it. This one would sting a bit more, but I just kind of like the vagueness of this.
Pathetic. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Wait, what?
You will suffer return.
Oh. Wait, where's the fucking... What happened? Elp. I guess I gotta go back. Or load. Okay. Holy fuck, why can't I... Do they have bows in here? Yeah, they do. Dodged. Oh, the load zone. Fuck. Oh, no. Okay. Whoops. Guess we're redoing this again. Ever heard of a save file, bitch?
And here you are. Allow me to introduce myself.
Oh, I'll skip through most of this, I think.
And they will first.
Okay, I'm trying to think if it'd be at all necessary to even just ask these and then just skip through it, and I think it would be.
As but he
just in case it... I think technically... Well, it's a save, so I technically don't have this information in this loop. If I looped, then I would.
Of course. That is...
Stuff still seems different over here. Like, I don't feel like I don't... Okay. Well.
That is the story. Now, but I took...
There, okay, that's why.
You. But I've this it is.
I would... Lying would definitely make that... That'd be funny. It doesn't seem like you've been upholding it either. I said this last time. Maybe I should still try that. Well.
For you, perhaps.
Maybe I should have just said what I said.
I may... Do you plan to speak in sweep?
Okay, what if I try... I still think that's like almost one of the main ones out of these. I mean, that's slavery, basically. I mean, slavery with extra steps. Abduction, experiments. Let's do... Because this, like...
The midwife in the palace, yes. How is... The rule is do unto others, meaning other people. Those statues are something else now.
So they don't...
Shadows, mere shapes.
So they don't have their human
They are
experiences?
forsaken. What happens to them? Applying this rule always requires us to interpret the meaning of the words.
Minimize the ambiguities of your primitive language. If our language is full of ambiguity, does that make the rule inherently subjective and unreliable? Okay. I'll probably end up coming back to do... I just want to... I'll see where this goes.
Now tell me, what... You speak of the moneylender. How is that in...
He wouldn't want to be trapped in a 30-year labor contract because of a loan.
And he would never have signed a contract pledging his labor for 30 years. All he did was enforce the terms of a contract signed...
That's legal, not moral, though.
Ignoring your irritating sense of moral superiority. This is interesting. I'm curious, how do people escape poverty?
It's customary to take out a loan to buy a house and in some places to pay for an education.
I see. And how long might it take them
Their entire fucking life.
I fail
Elfie.
to see how your system of loans is significantly different to a debt bondsman signing over his labor for 30 years.
It's not going to help me in the game, but that's capitalism, baby. If I want to stay alive and eat, I sign my life over to corporations or employers for... I feel like your system of loans is significantly different to it. It's not, but that's the point. I don't know what to say here, because that's almost... Wait, yeah, that's the...
Now tell me, what other
whatever.
sins do you believe?
Whatever. Let's see what he says about the abduction.
Abduction? You mean the magistrate imprisoning his daughter in the system? He did so because she sought to escape. A sin I take particularly seriously. Better that he stops her from escaping, albeit brutishly, than I have to wipe out this entire city to punish her. Wouldn't you agree?
Maybe that rule is stupid. See, this rule forces these things to be like a better option. Whatever.
Now tell me, what
It's a shit rule, and that's why I'm gonna end up saying that for sure.
The merchant. I just...
You can't know what you would expect.
Not if...
And you think you know the minds of other people?
Supposing you're right, and my...
Yeah, it usually it comes to this. So I said this, and it became it turned into what it was. I'm wondering if maybe I can't even get out this way. Maybe this
Now
isn't.
tell me,
And then
what other sins
it has. Well, okay. If I can get out, I'm gonna say this. Fuck it.
Do you honestly think you could do better?
I wouldn't do it alone. But ultimately,
I should strike you down for that.
spank me.
Now, did you have any other questions before your reckoning?
Let's talk about something else.
Very well.
I think that's it. Okay, I'm curious, yeah, if that's all the questions I had. Man, okay.
Good. Then now it is only, it seems, something is wrong.
Oh?
It has long been within my power to see to the hearts of mortals and weigh their deeds in life. But when I peer into you, I see only a blank slate, as if you did not exist until you appeared in this city. How is this possible? Caron, where did you find this one?
I do not remember ferrying you. How did you come here?
Oh, so I would have to rat on the magistrate about the time portal and the loop. Should I be a little bitch? I want to tell the truth just because I like to see what you know, my in-game reality is according to these people with this much power. But I kind of like the snark too. Maybe you're getting forgetful?
You would have us believe that my servant merely forgot bringing you here.
If that is true, then I sense the intervention of someone powerful.
How did you come to be in this time, mortal? Who brought you here?
I bet you I'm wearing Jinko jeans. I was hoping you could tell me.
I do not know. My kin departed long ago, and Proserpina has slumbered for 3,000 years. Tread lightly, mortal. Enough of this. It seems I will need to put your reckoning on hold for now. But answer this. Why have you come here? What is it you seek?
Bitch, I'm just doing quests in a video game. I just want to get out of here. I mean, this is ultimately my goal, but
Your hubris is amusing.
I gotta try.
So I will allow you to make your case. But I warn you, if you anger me or waste my time with lies or wrong-headed arguments, you face death here. So, tell me, why should I put an end to the so-called Golden Rule?
oh man, just say Bay doesn't love you. How can you expect us to live without sin if you can't do it yourself? The golden rule is corrupting this city. Oh, interesting. Okay, let me think about what this would lead to. Like, is this? It's corrupting the city and ensuring you'll never win the wager. I want to see where that goes. I can kind of see it, but I wouldn't be able to articulate it verbally to the god of the underworld. So.
How so? And be specific. You have made a grave allegation, and I expect you to back it up.
I did my own research, man. You ever heard of Facebook? Decius is price gouging for life-saving medicine because he knows nobody can take it by force. Rufius has become so paranoid that he's jumping at shadows like Virgil's sexuality. Aurelia is exploiting people's desperation to escape by selling them hemlock. Malleolus has trapped people in debt bondage by convincing them that rebelling would break your law. I'm probably going to go with that one, but there's a few here that are... I mean, most of these actually are probably pretty good. Daddy of the Underworld? Yes, ma'am. I don't like Malleolus. Can I say all? I'm hoping I can say all of these. Jesus Christ.
His cruelty does seem to grow greater by the day.
I gotta say most of them. Nice.
True. I have witnessed him doing that. He is a volatile and confused fellow, that one. I admit, I have grown disturbed watching her.
She's a bitch.
If you're right, my involvement has corrupted the very thing I sought to observe impartially. But if I were to accept that, are you telling me these humans could coexist peacefully, without theft or violence, without my law?
No, but humans need to be able to use force in exceptional circumstances to correct their societies. I do not have enough information to feel comfortable with that. But the thing is, if you have bad eggs, force is needed. So maybe that's really all it could be saying. Because this ain't true. I think.
How so?
We use violence to discourage bad behaviors, to neutralize criminals, and overthrow tyrants.
And how is that working for you?
How's it working for you? Where I'm from, 2,000 years in the future, it's working pretty well. Oh, what? On average, life expectancies are climbing and crime rates are declining. Okay, those are true.
So you say, and yet your world is still imperfect.
Yeah. Our world will always be imperfect, but the kind of force required to create a utopia will inevitably result in tyranny. It's getting better all the time. One day we'll get there. I don't feel that.
You have spoken eloquently, and yet, if what you say is true, it follows that my wager was fatally flawed from the beginning. But that would mean Jupiter, Proserpina's father, who knew more about you than anyone, proposed a wager I could never win. Why would he do that?
Oh. Shit, okay. Perhaps he left you behind because even your own kin didn't want you. I'm not going to say that. Perhaps he felt threatened by you and didn't want a potential challenger in Elysium. I don't really know enough about those mythologies to know if that's how challenging works or how Elysium works. Heaven do be confusing in general, though. Perhaps he wanted you to abandon the wager so Proserpina would be free from you. Now, I think it's one of these two. Heaven. But if I'm trying to talk to this person, if I'm trying to talk to Hades, Pluto, Osiris, whoever this person wants to be called, we'll call him Gotu, God of the Underworld. Gotu. Maybe he feels that. I'm trying to think of what would make the most sense to him and still be. Because I don't want this to come across as me saying, I mean, she probably would. She's fucking frozen right there. But I don't want it to come across that Proserpina wants to be free from him, but that Proserpina's daddy wants her free from him. I guess we reload if it fucks up.
Perhaps. But if that was so, surely I would have sensed his deception. How could I have been so blind for so long?
I don't want to call him human. I think he despises humans to an extent already. And maybe he's seeing that. And I don't want to call him a monster on a power trip. Even if that's the case, people don't like the truth. He can rule my underworld, yeah. Nice. Perhaps. I definitely like starting this with perhaps. I would say mayhaps to lighten the tension a little bit, probably. Mayhaps when you took on human form, my lord, you took on some human foibles as well, my lord.
Your words sting me, mortal. But perhaps it is
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
as difficult as this is to admit. I have suspected as much for a long time.
Oh, you've suspected as much for a long time now, and it's not a total surprise like you just said.
I've been so fixated on taking my beloved to Elysium that every time one of you sinned, it wore away my hope of being with her again. In time, I began to despise your kind for making her believe that you could ever be better than you are. But my rage was not born of malice, quite the opposite. Everything I have done, I did because I loved her. Who knew this empathy of yours, which you celebrate so much, could have such a dark underside? This has gone on too long. It is time for me to let go of this form, of her, of all of you.
Don't commit.
But know this. If I abandon the wager and leave for Elysium, neither she nor your kind may ever ascend.
I want this just to be a question. And I want to maybe end with that. I don't know if that's an option, but I am telling you with the situational irony why I'm going to probably select this here. It's I gotta know why. It's the Tism, man.
Because doing so would violate the rules of my sacred agreement with Jupiter.
You know what rhymes
You
with
would
Jupiter?
receive a hostile
Stupider.
reception. The best I can do is return you to the land of the living. I will have Charon make arrangements to ferry the others. But as for you, be aware you will be separated from the rest.
I get that. And so I'm gonna ask why.
Once this exodus begins, the events that brought you to this moment will never have taken place, and you will have created a paradox. What will become of you is difficult to predict, but that is the risk you have taken by interfering in the natural flow of time.
I didn't understand.
Now,
Karen tricked me into going to save fucking Al. And just by checking to see if that was possible, I could no longer come out. Now, maybe part of that's the magistrate's doing, making sure all that happens. I don't know, but fuck, dude.
farewell, mortal.
Monka W. Ow! Ow, my boy. What's up, bitch?
Oh. Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al. Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Why would he know who I am? I kind of want to say that. I kind of want to say this every single time I'm introducing, or I'm answering, you know, what if someone asks what my name is. Just for fun, but I think that would miss like 99% of the time as a joke. I was hoping you'd know who I am.
Know who you are? I barely remember how I got here myself. Oh, did that lady in the forest send you in here after me? I guess I lost track of time, learning about the history of this place, and it is extraordinary. I'm fairly certain you and I are the first people to set foot in this city for about 2,000 years. Fortunately for us, the
I think
last
we're gonna
person in
kiss,
here
chat.
was a Roman man named Galerius, who inscribed an account into a tablet. Apparently, there was a community of 20-something people
Galerius,
trapped in here,
a homie.
living in fear of a curse they called the Golden Rule. They believed that if even one person sinned, an unknown god would cast them all into gold, like the 1,000 people who'd lived here before them. Then, one day, just as Galerius had finished praying for a good harvest at the shrine of Proserpina, an oracle appeared and told him how to solve the ills of the city, like saving the life of a dying woman, preventing the suicide of a man in debt bondage, freeing a falsely accused prisoner, foiling an assassination attempt, and so on. Meanwhile, the oracle walked up to the temple of the mysterious god, this one right here, and demanded an audience. And the doors just opened up to him. Nobody knows what went on in there, but Galerius wrote the oracle must have been more persuasive than Odysseus, because the next thing he knew,
If I can tell this guy that I
shook,
did this,
and
I'm
the voice
gonna...
of that god rang out over the city.
Fuck it if he calls me
But
crazy.
many have suffered long enough.
Wear protection, we'll see.
Unfortunately, Galerius' account just sort of stops after that, leaving a lot of questions unanswered. What became of him and the other people who lived here? What happened to all the golden statues? And did this mysterious oracle single-handedly undo the curse that had terrorized people for hundreds of years?
These Romans are crazy, man. Sounds a bit... I'm gonna tell them.
What? Oh, I see. For a moment there, I thought you were serious. Anyway, I think I found a way out through the aqueduct that brought water into the city. Follow me.
It does look like talk to AI, and I do that pretty regularly. You protect them smoochers. Fair. Let me get... These rolling saves, though, goddamn. I'm gonna go through and play through maybe a couple other endings. I have to shoot that fucking goat with the golden bow. I have to do it. Loot? Damn it.
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple.
All right.
You go on ahead. I'll be...
Alworth. I'm trying to figure out if there's like a pun there or something I should recognize from some other mythology just in case, but honestly, I can't think of anything. When I think of Al, I honestly think of like Weird Al's not even the first one. I think of Home Improvement, I think. Is Al a character on Home Improvement? Anyways, Thick gets the nickname. Think? Oh, his buddy, the one who works with Tim Allen on the show is named Al, right? I think it's the nickname. I'm pretty sure you got Tim Allen's character, and then I think his buddy who does the show, Home Improvement show with him, with the darker hair and the dark beard, the one who kind of looks like he sells OxyClean a little bit, unless I'm just like, I'm not great with faces sometimes. But I can, now I have to like do a comparison of those. Anyways, I think his name is Al. Who was the neighbor? The one who just went, but you only saw his eyes. I think the entire show you only see his eyes. I don't even know if that's him that did it. My parents enjoy that stuff, and I watch it with them sometimes. But it's just such a part of, I mean, because there's mods for video games. I can't remember the specific one. It might even be Skyrim. There's mods where you can have like every sound effect be something from Home Improvement, I'm pretty sure. Tim. Who was the neighbor? Tim? Tim Allen's character does a huh? I don't know. I just when I think of Home Improvement, I picture the eyes over the, and I imagine a huh, and I don't know if those are together or not. Tim did the same. Maybe it is. Karen, you slut. What's up?
You're back. But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al? Oh, what a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you
They still call her Charon.
Why don't you tell me what you discovered while we wait?
Okay, I'm just gonna be honest, I think. I discovered you're not who you said you were.
Ah, I see. I thought you might.
Okay, why the red eyes, though? Come on.
Now you know. I suppose you have questions. You can just call me Charon, if you like. I am sorry I was not completely honest with you when we first met. I do not enjoy deceiving people.
So,
Believe
am I
me,
dead, though, still,
I do
then?
not. But I have learned, from 5,000 years of experience, that most people find comfort in familiarity, in gradual change, and coming to see the truth in their own time.
It's fair.
That you died, of course.
Yeah?
You were dead when I brought you here. My role, as the servant of the god of the underworld, has always been to assist the chosen to cross the threshold from the land of the living to the land of the dead.
How'd I die?
Usually, when people do not remember how they died, it is because they suffered a terrible trauma. Most souls would rather not remember. Ask yourself honestly, do you really want to know?
I wish I could know with the option of forgetting, but
As you wish. You were murdered.
by Karen.
You were exploring an old tomb when you discovered a cache of forgotten relics, including 2 silver coins of ancient origin. Unfortunately, as you emerged into daylight, you were set upon by 2 thieves. A nearby hiker saw the scuffle break out and leapt to your aid, trying to help you recover your bounty. You both fought bravely,
So is both
but
me
your
and Al.
assailants were armed, and you were not. There was nothing you or your ally could have done. He died instantly at the scene, and you followed a few hours later. That man's name was Al Worth.
That man's
You were each in
name?
possession of a
Albert
secret
Einstein.
coin, called Charon's Opal by some. And so it was my duty to bring you here. It means I am now bereft of purpose. There is nobody else to ferry here. Nobody to keep you company. After 5,000 years, the underworld has finally run its course.
Can you return us to the land of the living? I don't think Charon can do that, but I might ask. But I mean, we kind of know this. Like, we just went through all of this.
Perhaps you have heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans burying their dead with a coin in their mouths. Well, those stories...
But not any
contain
coin. It has to be one of the
deceit.
original from the
But
wager.
not a long time ago, my master created 1,000 silver coins. My orders were simple. Whenever a person died in possession of a coin, it means
Oh,
there
yeah.
is nobody else. I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing an oracle who confronted a god and undid an ancient curse.
Sounds like quite a story. And I look forward to hearing all about it. But you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
I have to say that. Hmm. 1 year later. Private member wing. Ancient Rome, ancient Greece, ancient Egypt and Sumer. Reception hall. Is this Al?
Hey, you made it. It's great to see you again. I read your book, and what the critics said about it. I guess they weren't ready for your theories about the underworld. Anyway, after everything you've been through, I thought you might appreciate some good news. So after we got back to the real world, I started doing some research into the people mentioned in Galerius' tablet, and I found something strange.
Yeah?
I'm sorry I've been so cryptic. I've been dying to tell you. I just really wanted you
Dying
see
to
this
tell
for
me?
yourself. Why don't you head on down there? I'll catch up with you at the other end.
Do I trust Al? I don't know. He seems too nice. Ancient Roman statue of an unknown man in an inscrutable pose. One hand seems to welcome and the other seems to warn. And the other warns. I did this though. Oh, yeah, I did this. It wasn't a different save, I guess. Okay, well, fine, whatever. I did that. No way.
Oh,
hello.
You're finally here. Remember me? It's a crazy story. After you disappeared, Karen appeared and told us she was returning us to the world. Even gave us some coins to help us start our lives over. Only, for some reason, she returned us to your world instead of ours. Anyway, I know we only ever had that one conversation, and I wasn't even sure if you'd remember me, but I wanted to say thanks.
Only one
Freeing us from the
conversation?
underworld
I wish you could remember all the loops,
giving us
man.
a second chance at life.
I didn't even look to see if it was a Quidia. I was going to look around and kind of look at people and then me engage in communication, but there was an automatic thing.
Oh, I used Karen's gift to buy a farm in Umbria.
Nice.
Got a villa on it too, with enough room for Dooley, of course. It's hard work, but I sleep soundly every night. I'm finally my own man, and I know. I can't believe
Okay,
my luck
it must have
either.
been who was standing
But
next to
we're
him.
engaged and living together. We're planning to get married next spring. If you're going to be around, we'd love to see you
Are
there.
you guys poly?
Of course, there's a whole museum full of people waiting for a chance to thank you, so you better keep moving.
I guess I don't know
We'll speak
exactly what
again
this
soon, my friend.
could turn into. But I'm excited. Damn it. Why is it the whole page every time? Assemble as many people as possible in the museum. Nice. I wanted to see just the silver tongue. Talk your way through every possible confrontation. Okay. Cool. Cool. The ones that got away, the canon ending. Oh, okay. I guess we'll see for sure which one.
You're here. It's lovely to finally meet you. Galerius told me all about you. So, you're the hero who somehow vanquished the last of the Roman gods. As I'm a priestess, you realize you've put me out of work. I'm just teasing. Actually, and it still feels a little sacrilegious to say this, I'm finding life after religion quite enjoyable. Galerius and I are engaged and expecting.
Damn right.
We've just bought a lovely villa in the countryside with room for a large family, and Dooley too, of course. It feels like the world has just opened up for us. There's so much to learn, and so many more possibilities for our children than we ever imagined. We're just so thankful for what you did for us, for all of us. Oh, it's sweet of you to ask. She recovered nicely. In fact, she's here somewhere, if you'd like to ask her yourself. See you at the wedding, I hope.
There he is.
Hello, I'm Dooley. Galerius said you're very nice and a big helper. Thank you for getting us out of the bad place. I didn't like it.
So if I would have done that instead of doing it at the beginning of a loop, if I would have done that at the end of a loop, I wonder if they'd have different dialogue for me. What are you doing?
I live at Galerius and Equitia's house.
You got it.
They look after me now and help me remember when I forget things, like brushing my teeth. Treasure? Oh, I forgot about that. I like my box now. Galerius got me a box that tells stories. It's my
Is it like an iPad or something? A box that tells stories. A TV? Probably just a TV. Wait, what was the other option?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Finally doing this. Wait. Horatius or Rufius? Horatius. Horatius.
Evening.
Hey.
Hi there, I'm Horatius. I understand we have you to thank for giving us a second chance at life. And reuniting Centilla with us as well.
Oh, that's right.
So, I'm living up north and studying in the military academy in Modena. I'm going to be an officer one day. The world's changed a lot. But some things stay the same. Would you believe we're still studying military tactics from my time? Alexander the Great, Caesar, Hannibal Barca. Still, I have to keep challenging myself to let go of old ways of thinking.
Yeah, that would be
Embrace the
quite
new.
a
As Seneca wrote, the ones who pioneered our paths aren't our masters, but our guides.
that'd be quite a change.
Ah, you remembered that. Thank you. I grieved for a time, but that's done. In the words of Epictetus, as those who rode behind triumphant generals remind them they are mortal, remind yourself your precious one isn't one
What if
of
we're
your
still in a
possessions,
simulation?
but something
I don't think we are because
given
it said
for
1 year
now.
later and everything, but
Not
you never
forever.
know. We haven't met anyone outside of this, so just saying.
Thanks. He's not my... Oh, I see what you did there. Good one. He had more trouble adapting than most. He got himself disqualified from the UFC. So he started some kind of underground blood sport tournament, like we had in Rome.
He's quite
Supposedly
literally,
he
I was
did
there
his
when it was
best
written, man,
instincts.
right?
And they say he made some good coin, killing a bunch of men like that. But his luck finally ran out. And his life along with it. You know what they say. Live by the sword, die by the sword.
And by they, I mean I invented that. He was kind of a fuckhead, but
Perhaps.
just the whole thing was a shame, not that he died necessarily.
And you. Farewell.
I just don't want to miss anything. Julia. Lucretia.
Hi there.
I'm going.
You're the Oracle, right?
Mighty the Small.
Oh, of course. Sorry. And I never got a chance to thank you for telling Galerius how to save my life.
You did a few times.
And of course, getting me and all of us. Oh, I barely recognize I'm living in a house share in London with my wonderful girlfriend. And I'm studying English at university. Eventually, I want to travel the world and write about it. Turns out, it's about 30 times bigger than the Roman Empire ever was.
Crazy.
You know there are entire continents Rome never knew existed. And you can travel almost anywhere in an aircraft, which is rather like flying on a Pegasus, but much more comfortable. Oh, sorry, you already know all that, of course. I'm just so excited. I have noticed people from your time have no idea how fortunate they are. I hope to change that. One day. Last I heard, Malleolus kept insisting he was the last rightful ruler of the Roman Empire, and wound up being committed to a psychiatric hospital. As for Claudia, she was always so viciously unhappy. Someone said she'd blown all her money on wine, trying to drink herself back to the underworld.
Damn.
After the horrific way they treated Ulpius and me, I can't help feeling a sense of...
Schadenfreude.
What's that German word? Schadenfreude?
I can't remember. Is that? I think that is how it's spelled. It's very close if it's not. Not that it matters. It doesn't matter. We know it is. Well, of course you're allowed to feel that way.
Thank you. You're very kind.
There's these pixels right here. And I think I don't know what it is. Something's just... It's probably like the edge of some kind of thing over there behind a wall or something, but...
Ugh. Someone told me she was boasting about getting her claws into some rich prince, and how she was going to be living the high life from now on. Even in your time, life still isn't fair. Apparently, he'd proposed before they'd even met. And last I heard, she'd bought herself a first-class one-way ticket to join him in some exotic place called... What was it?
Firefest?
Nigeria?
Oh.
Some people have all the luck.
Oh no. I want to say this with the sarcastic, as the Oracle, but...
Really? Huh. I feel bad. You too. If you're ever in London, let me know. We can go to bars and drink wine and listen to the stories of the 9 million people who live there. I hope so.
You are here. Lucy is
I do want to know...
I'm making an
I'm not
effort
probably going to do
be
it for
in here,
this
as you
purpose,
can
like
see.
this type of
We are all
replay, but
trying
I
to
want to
keep
see
a
what they
good
say
profile. If the world knew we died
if I
2,000
were to
years
do stuff
ago
in the
and
loop
were
before
suddenly
going
brought back
to
life 12
talk to
months ago, they'd never
Hayes.
leave us alone. Speaking of which, I wanted to say thank you in person. I'd say the gods smile on you.
Like, because they
but
all say
I
they
hear you drove
haven't
the
met me
last
and
of them
stuff.
off. So,
But they do know that Galerius heard from me and did all those things for them, so what are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm studying to get into medical school. As much as I resented the responsibility of keeping when it ended, I realized I missed it. So I guess I'll just keep saving the world, if begrudgingly, one patient at a time.
It's not a great time to be the medical, at least in the U.S. I don't know. What?
I
It's
take
important.
it you're the Oracle. Thanks for coming. Actually, I changed my name to Cynthia. I didn't want to be associated with Sentius after what happened. I'm not sure if you heard, but after you drove Pluto off, Proserpina emerged from the Great Temple. She knew right away what none of us had figured out about that psychopath. He'd been keeping my little sister locked up in the upper cistern all that time.
I did know
But
about it.
He's been dealt with. He's... you know what? The important thing is, we'll never see him again.
I did know about that.
Anything I want. I'm a woman of means in a vast new world. I can go wherever and do whatever I please. Of course, I mostly just stay in my villa and have my servant Alexa summon things for me, because it's just awful out there. Barbarians everywhere. He's still there, all alone. The last golden statue in the underworld. Trapped in a metal shell, slowly losing his mind until the end of time. Eternal torment. Just what he deserves, if you ask me.
Fuck. I still firmly stand that eternal punishments for infinite punishments for finite transgressions is just excessive. but I also feel the Schadenfreude. Fuck it.
I try not to think about him at all.
That is fair.
You too. See?
Okay. Jorius, the Hermit Philosopher. Okay, okay.
Hello.
Hello, Phobia.
Greetings. You must be the legendary Oracle. It is a sincere privilege to
Oracle.
finally make your acquaintance. I am Georgius. I am told we have you to thank for freeing us from Hades.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I am reacquainting myself with Greece. It has changed so much over the last 2,000 years, I barely recognize it. This is at once heartbreaking and thrilling. Perhaps one day, once I have seen all of this new Greece and sampled her delights, I will settle down in Santorini in a villa overlooking the Azure Aegean Sea. I hope you will join me there and regale me with the story of how you faced off against the fearsome god of the underworld and won. You too, my friend.
You're the one we've been waiting for. I'm Fabia. I wanted to say thanks for sending Galerius to save my life. I don't know how you knew, but I would have been crushed by that shrine for sure.
I think you were at least a couple times. Actually, no, I think that... No, you were the first time. There was something about the text options I had that I was like, maybe I shouldn't. Or maybe I should send her to a bakery. No, don't do that. Oh, wait, did Proserpina warn me right away? I can't remember. I think she got crushed once. Anyways, you're welcome.
I'm just so happy to be here with you. Well, mostly that means baking for my friends and looking at memes while binging TV shows in yoga pants. What a time to be alive. Thank you. You...
I take it you're the oracle everybody's talking about.
Are we gonna find anything about this guy?
To finally meet you. We have. I'm sorry, I don't remember. In any case, I'm Philip. I never thought I'd leave that cave, let alone the city.
Why, if I uttered that name, why would that cause
21st
issue in the
century.
city at the time?
What a
I'm curious.
time to be alive. And it seems I have your catabasis to thank for it. I'm working as a consultant to the Faculty of Classics at Cambridge University, helping fill the odd gap in their knowledge. Not that I need the money, but I do love being around enlightened minds again.
Catabasis, a going or marching down or back. Retreat, a military retreat. Okay. My retreat to thank for that? Fabia caught on real quick, yeah. I can do the bread and the yoga pants easy peasy.
My sincere thanks.
Oh god, we don't even get to the where I started my 1-6 ones until... Yeah, I guess, I'm guessing that quick saves, I thought in most games, I think quick saves overwrite themselves, and you can still do rolling saves with the full save. But I guess quick saves create their own save conditions. Which is kind of crazy. Octavia.
Some soiree, innit?
Please keep off the furniture. Even clean hands can damage the fragile surfaces of these rare pieces.
Good evening.
Oh, hello. It's lovely to meet.
My servant Alexa, a prince, villa, storybox, then just Fabia. Memes. Yep, memes and yoga pants.
Thankful that you're here.
I was sure the person who drove off the last pagan god would have more important things to do than visit the light, but thank you for coming and for saving our lives. What you did was extraordinary, and I'll never forget it. I'm living in Rome again, in a charming little flat by the Tiber, not far from my old place. Oh, and I'm training to be a crisis counselor. After you sent Galerius to persuade Ulpius not to take his own life, I was inspired. I just want to spend the rest of my life helping people, like you helped him.
Turns out when you take people out of their financial, being backed into a corner financially, that they at least are more likely to not go to extreme means.
Thank you. And you. Oh, and I hope this isn't too forward, but some of us are going out for a drink after this, if you'd like to join us. Wonderful.
Fuck it. Haha.
Greetings. Thank you for your kind words and for liberating us all. In all the time I was in the underworld, I never once imagined that I might end up in a place so much like Elysium.
This is Elysium, I guess that...
I'm recovering. Octavia was kind enough to let me stay with her for a while, at least until I'm well enough to be independent again. Ah, you remember that. I'm a little tired of Ovid, but that's all right. I have 2,000 years worth of poetry to catch up on now. I'm already up to the 19th century, and am quite enjoying the work of a fellow named Poe.
Poe?
I think I may have found a kindred spirit. Men have called me mad, but the question is not yet settled whether madness is or is not the loftiest intelligence.
When I was in psychology courses in college, I had to, in my abnormal psych course, we got like famous people from history and stuff, and it was a group project and it fucking sucked, but we had to, like, based on their writings and what was said about them and stuff like that, we had to like diagnose them, and my group got Poe. Yo, what's up, Sonic? Good day. Howdy. Anyways, our group got Poe, and we did, I believe it was bipolar 2. And alcohol use disorder. One group got, man, I was still in a certain place in my life, but one group got Joan of Arc, and I don't know, that would have messed with me at that point in my life, I think. But it also kind of affected, I don't know, that might have been part of the unraveling of certain things. Diagnosis weird guy. Imagine getting H.P. Lovecraft. Oh god. Yeah, no one had Lovecraft, at least in that group, but you know, we had to randomly draw, so we wouldn't have got to choose either. But yeah, fuck.
And you.
How'd the rest of...
Hello there.
What? Hi again. How'd the rest of Firewatch treat you? I've got it on my wish list for Steam. So I had to kind of get to bed and stuff anyways after...
Good evening.
I was in chat with y'all, but...
Oh, hello at last. You must be the oracle I've heard so much about. I'm Dacius.
Little unraveling. We do talk about it, and that's the only reason I'm kind of like keeping a hush hush, just so I'm not constantly being like, this is neat but short playthrough in one sitting. Because I saw the first couple hours, but I also think by the time I get around to playing it, I think I'll have a good time playing it as well. And there's a lot that I didn't quite see as far as spoilers. Like I saw you get to like a fence and the hedgehogs in that line. Obviously it wasn't hedgehogs, but or maybe it was. I didn't see. But that's I think I'll play through that one at some point too. But I think full price right now is still $20, so.
Listen, I wanted to express my sincere appreciation for what you did. If it wasn't for you,
Nice.
I'd never been able to sell all those useless old relics I accumulated. Whatever you did in that temple made me a very wealthy man. Thank you.
No need to thank me. It was entirely unintended.
Such acerbic wit. I love it.
What are you
I took
doing?
the money I made from selling my trinkets and started investing in the stock market. That's where the real money is now. In fact, I
What
was
year
hoping
is
to
this?
ask your advice. You being the Oracle and future seer and all that.
Oh, okay, this is gonna be funny.
Which stocks I should invest in next? I can't decide between fossil fuels, tobacco, gambling and arms. What would you recommend? Oh, don't be like that. You can tell your old pal Dacius. I won't take no for an answer.
Again, I did squeeze DVD rentals, broadcast television, print media.
Oh, of course, yeah. I was just thinking the same thing. I'll go home and buy up as much stock as I can tonight. I'm gonna
Probably
make
on
a
sale. Oh
bloody
yeah,
fortune.
I'll wait for a sale. I not like honestly, it wouldn't even be a bad one to like after I'm done with this maybe play. Well, I'm gonna try some alternate ending type stuff I think, and just some goofy stuff before I officially call it on this game. But
Of course, don't let me keep you.
it'd be a nice little short
Thanks
one
again
to,
for the tips, my friend.
to run through. Because I don't know what I'm gonna be doing after this for the rest of stream. you
Good
know?
evening.
Oh, you're sitting down now. That's cool. That's cool. Good for you. Ancient statue of Anubis, the ancient Egyptian god of mummification and embalming, among other things. A kabosh.
It is an honor to finally meet you, Oracle. You know my name? Oh, of course. You are an Oracle. You know many things.
How was this game? I lurked a bunch, but I didn't really get too good a sense how much you enjoyed it. I enjoy it a lot.
For your role in bringing us here. This world is truly wondrous.
It's extensive. Like, it has a lot of the like. It doesn't have like for me. A lot of what made Outer Wilds so great was the mystery of it and solving that mystery and understanding and piecing things together from the past, as well. But a huge part of that as well. And honestly, the Twitch community and the Outer Wilds Twitch community was great. And that helped a lot. And, but it being in outer space and just how I've felt about outer space for a long time. And just, you know, thinking about and being able to talk about, but especially thinking about like my place, like the size of me compared to the universe, the size of humanity, the size of Earth, all compared, like just those types of things. And it had all of that. And then the way the game kind of ends and stuff is still really just cool stuff. And so all of the science that they applied to their fiction was just part of it. And so, but this has the time loop mechanic, and it's got it's got this other stuff, and there's philosophy and stuff as well, which is fun. There's a lot about my brain where I have to like have enough, like a lot of context to feel comfortable making a decision on something. And being on stream and doing that, I get to explain why I'm like, even if it doesn't feel like I have enough information to make a choice, I at least get to explain. I wouldn't say, you know, I'm going to choose this, but I wouldn't if I knew this or this or this because of this. And I don't know. I like that stuff. So I like that type of stuff. But there is a lot to it that has an Outer Wildsy feel that I really appreciate. I think Outer Wilds is one of those special games that stick with you, and you don't do normal games a service by comparing them to it, to be honest. I think I'd agree with that. It's hard for me to just like set it aside. Like that, because there are a good chunk of similarities. But also, since I'm talking to you and I know we both have that experience with Outer Wilds, it's hard to not compare it to that since I'm talking to chat, but to you. But I see where you're coming from, and I think I even fully agree.
For a time, I returned to Alexandria, but they have no need of another fisherman, and I came to see there is nothing for me there. Instead, I have decided to follow the custom of your youths and backpack.
The custom of your youth.
It is a great adventure, and I have
Anyways,
many
great game. I definitely recommend this game.
I spent the first 25 years of my life avoiding the 42 sins that would deny me access to the afterlife. Now, I think it is time I had some fun.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that I completely agree. And that's why my goal has been to find things with pieces of that, which this has a lot of.
Indeed. Thank you.
Kerti. Egyptian ram hen, a deity believed by the Egyptians to ferry the deceased through the underworld. He's associated with death and Osiris, the god of the underworld. This must be the man in the ram headdress who Kabosh saw when he woke by the river. Scintilla. Okay, nice. God, I hope she doesn't remember us abandoning her.
Hi.
Sort of. We didn't, obviously, because we're here, but...
Hello there. Oh, I go by Gabriella now.
Understandable.
I didn't want to be reminded of that monster every time I heard my own name. After you drove Pluto off, Proserpina came and released me, and that monster got what was coming to him.
I did have an idea, I'm not going to lie. Also, I really like going through games like these and just like answering them as close to me as I could. And then maybe with streaming, it's a bit tougher now because I don't always have the time to go back and do another playthrough and do the opposite choices. It really depends on how close the options are to things I would say, but...
I'm living with Ulpius on a little vineyard in Umbria. It's
Nice.
even more wonderful than
Might
I
give it a
dreamed
try.
would be.
Timely-
I'm so grateful to you for making sure he's still with us. If you're ever passing through the region, I hope you'll come and visit us. You can try some of our very own wine.
Hell yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, also, I really enjoy... I was saying this, I think, at the beginning of this stream. You know, growing up in various ways, whether it's because you watch Disney's Hercules and stuff, so you learn about these characters throughout living, at least in my childhood I did, and then you learn more about other writings, and I was raised Christian Catholic, but you still look into the history of that as you try to understand it, and you learn about other religions and mythologies and stuff, and a game like this that has enough of that in there has been good. It's helped me piece. I think of it like rumor mode on Outer Wilds, maybe, where it's like you know all these different things about things, but when they piece them together and you can see that connection, this game has kind of made some of those types of connections for me about the mythology aspect.
It's nice to finally put a face to the name. I'm Ulpius. I understand I have you to thank for sending Galerius to save. The way you just showed up out of the blue and stopped me from making a terrible mistake. I'll be forever in your debt. I'm living with Gabriella in Umbria. We finally bought the little vineyard we always dreamed of. It'll be a little while before we know what we're doing, but every day I look at her and this extraordinary new world with all its beauty, and I think, what if I'd given up hope? and missed out on all of this. So we're living each day to the fullest.
That can be a
And we
helpful
end
way
them
to
all the
look at
same
it,
way.
Ulpius.
Sitting together on our terrace with a glass of our wine, which the locals say is almost drinkable now, and watching the sunset over the rolling hillside. And I couldn't be happier. Thank
Nice.
you. I wouldn't be here without you. You too.
Ah, Rufius. How's that rheumatoid arthritis?
Nice to meet you. I go by Rufus now. New start, new name. Oh, and thanks, by the way, for what you did. Sorry, I'm...
The music
no
helps,
good
too.
with the mushy stuff. I live with Virgil in Rotterdam, not far from where he grew up. It's very modern. Destroyed in the war.
Imagine.
It rebuilt itself. Good place for a fresh start. Haven't decided what I'm going to do with my life yet. One adjustment at a time.
You're gonna hop into the wheels. You're just gonna be a cog in capitalism, my guy. Just kidding. But maybe. Probably not kidding. It turns out you were right. The statues really were watching us.
Huh. Good to know. Anyway, it was good practice for the new world. Security cameras and smartphones everywhere. Got to stay vigilant. You too. Look us up next time you're in the Netherlands. We're grateful.
Hey, Verge.
It's so nice to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you. I wanted to thank you personally for getting us out of there. And for helping Rufus come to terms with himself. He may come off a little gruff, but once you get past that, he's a lovely fellow. I'm studying to be an architect again, and living with Rufus in our beautiful flat in Rotterdam. Just down the river from Nijmegen, where I grew up. Of course, it's improved immensely since I was there last. Gleaming futuristic buildings and clean streets full of educated, accepting people. You natives of the 21st century have no idea how fortunate you are. You too.
Fair
as
enough.
Rufus said in his own iconic way, if you're ever in the Netherlands, we'd love to show you around. It's the least we could do.
Evening.
Hi.
Alright, who are you? Where's my golden bow? Pow, 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 pow. Just kidding. Not kidding. Look, the dice tower. Okay, so all these, the Latin plaque. Okay. All must walk this path to where the laws of day help the virtuous to paradise in the city beneath the earth. The ravenous hunger of the avaricious is sated at the banks of the stream, but in vain, for none from here may return. I read those words. I don't think I interpreted them fully. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. Hopefully this isn't an exhibit. Alright. A liar. Hades, Lord of Many. Yes, yes. A statue of Lamassu, a Sumerian protective deity with a human head, a bull's body, and wings. Oh yeah, those were kind of guarding the way. The sins of the many shall become the suffering of many. The sins of the one shall become the suffering of the many. Ew. Probably never know what this was for. Nergal, the fierce one. am I? Why am I brain farting on who that is? Oh.
There you are.
Oh, it's Al.
Hope
Fuck,
you
duh.
enjoyed that. Now, there's one more person I wanted to introduce you to. I think you know her.
Proserpina?
Sorry if I frightened you. Just a little joke I've been saving for a long, long time. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Proserpina, former goddess of the cycle of life and renewal, and now a regular mortal. I wanted to meet you in person, and thank you for freeing all these people, and me. I hate to think what would have happened to us without your intervention.
So we know these answers, and I think we can probably just ask them all and maybe get some cool dialogue and understanding. She did not create... Well, technically she did, but it was done through Sentius. I don't know. We'll see what she says.
Indeed. Suffice it to say that while Pluto was controlling the eyes and ears of each golden statue, I was able to control their tongues and whisper to you when he was distracted. I am sorry my messages were so cryptic. There were only ever brief windows in which I could speak to you without being detected. I did. I may have given up my immortality, but I still retain my gifts as the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal.
Okay.
After witnessing Pluto punish countless poor souls over thousands of years, I knew this generation, the final wave, would not survive. So I tried to give them a way to buy more time. A second chance. Rather, as many second chances as they needed to avoid his wrath. I don't know what happened to him. I haven't heard from him, and I rather hope it stays that way.
She just blocked her ex. I get it.
Oh, she inherited dominion over the underworld. Last time we spoke, she was working on a new world of some kind. She wouldn't say what it was, but I'd be surprised if you don't run into her again.
I'm trying to
I
think.
imagine
I don't really
we
know
all
if enough
one day.
mythology-wise to know if that actually is like referring to something or something more modern. Or maybe I'm just missing a reference, but I feel like that's something.
And you. Although it feels like I've known you forever. Oh, and one last thing. Do you remember all those golden statues?
Is that who's talking over to my
throughout the
left?
city? Good. Because they remember you. Well done, my friend. Of all
Yeah.
the heroes who ever journeyed to the underworld and returned, none came close to achieving what you did. Hercules, Orpheus,
Please clap.
Theseus, and Aeneas would be proud.
The canon ending. Let's go. God, I'm a god gamer. Look at me go. Absolutely dope game. I'm gonna let these play. Actually, I need to use the restroom, but I also want to make some coffee. Can I speed this up somehow? Oracle Gamer, let's go. Is coffee time. I think it's important. Something that I've done as long as I've been recording my VODs and putting them on YouTube and really just even streaming.
Are you a hardworking business person who just doesn't have time to wait in line for your caffeine? From the makers of Pocket Sketty, introducing Pocket Coffee. Ready, set, Joe.
I think the credits are just a nice thing to have. So I'm gonna let these roll. I'm just gonna keep recording and everything, and I will be back in probably a couple minutes. Gonna use the restroom and stuff. So, what's the best way I could do this? How about this, but this, and then chat's still there. Maybe. And then I can be like, and this will go on, this will be on the YouTubes forever. Although the credits are probably open. I don't think, I mean, it wasn't a huge team that worked on it, right? That's good enough. Oh, it just stops. Okay. My coffee's almost ready. For Martha Pierce, whose steadfast love and support made this game possible. I don't know who. Oh, Martha, not Martha. Okay, okay. Message from the devs. We hope you enjoyed The Forgotten City. We'd love to make even better games in the future. And you can help out by recommending The Forgotten City to a friend or writing a review. The more people play our game, the more we can level up. And if you'd like to be the first to know when we announce our next project, please connect with us here. Give me one sec. Did it open up a... I think it opened up a web page, but it's not letting me... Oh, there it is. Oh, we got Nick Pierce. Fuck it. Anyone in chat who wants to know? That's the Twitter. And if you don't really want to use Twitter, but I'm sure they've got links to other stuff there. I thoroughly enjoyed it. They put a lot of love into that, you can tell. You can tell it by the way it is. All right, so almost exactly 2 hours in. Well, hour 57. We reached the canon ending. Apparently there's 3 more. I can think of maybe 2 more. So I'm not sure entirely, but there's some things I wanted to do. A few things I wanted to try. So I'm going to be trying out some potential alternate endings and just some stuff to do. And then I don't know what to do after necessarily. Could hop on, just throw on the song request again and do some Destiny, or I don't know. I don't know what I feel like doing. Does continue?
Hello.
Oh, whoops. Okay. Forest. Great Temple. City. This was at like 8 a.m. An autosave. I'll lose unsaved progress. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. I see where things are now. And also, I hesitate to say this just because I know like Sonic is maybe planning on playing this. I don't know how soon, but if people are familiar with this game and know of some things to try, you want to maybe DM me on Discord, and after I've tried the stuff I want, or you can say something after I've tried the things I want. Yeah. But yeah, because my ending was the canon. I'm just good at gaming. We do have the key. I did want to, I don't know if I had an option. I did want to confront Sentius. Can you bang Pluto? Just Google it, man. I don't know. Prevent the sin that breaks the golden rule. I kind of want to go screw over Dacius again. Google says you can't. Now go for the canon ending where you invent the canon. Oh shit. And there are images. Internet never ceases to amaze me.
Salve, friend.
Yeah, so if I wonder if instead of just running straight over there and doing that, if talking to those people. But that's a lot to do. I thought I had the doors to this. I don't, and those sounds in there. I mean, what the fuck?
Not a good time, friend.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna do this thing first. I'm gonna take the gold bow and I'm gonna shoot that fucking goat. I can't remember if there was some coin there or not. Hi, Proserpina. Rufius. Okay, what's the best way to get there? Oh, and I did want to... Okay. And I wanted to shoot the Mad Sentius as well with the golden bow. Okay. So I actually don't know what to do with the golden eggs. I'll do it. But I have to do this. I'm sorry. Not even an achievement? Like a golden goat? Like that's a reference to religions, right? Where's that fucking... I did... And I can't even kick it? You know what? I'm still glad I did it. I guess. Golden cabbage. Just kidding. Okay, so I've got the keys. I could do stuff in the cistern, perhaps. I don't actually know if I know how to get to the main cistern. They just running.
Julia.
A golden
glad you
bow,
didn't go through with
just like Apollo and Diana.
Yeah, just like it. Very similar.
Is going to... Wait. Why do you look so...
We're free. Malleolus just released us and we never have to
How'd you do?
in that villa again.
What?
Oh yeah, and I guess to clarify, me wanting to shoot Sentius with a golden bow, I want to do it before he opens the portal to see if that does some kind of...
Hello there, friend. May I say, that is a glorious bow.
Okay, I wanted to tell him this too. I took it from the Shrine of Diana, only to discover you'd locked me inside with angry hornets. I managed to escape, and after harrowing a deal in the place...
Are you well, stranger? Have you been out in the sun too long? You seem a little... confused? Perhaps you should go and see Lucretia in a clinic.
What's your story?
Very well. Another time.
Oh. Okay, Quinctius already...
How'd you do?
Now, Galerius did
Hello there,
win.
friend. Well, I'll take your word for it.
Oh. We're still streaming. My chat. Oh, it reconnected. Okay. Something happened in Chatterino. Oh, I can see. Okay, whatever. That's weird.
Now you're talking. I'm
Maybe I just go a little bit further with this.
100 denarii.
Like, I'll do the 5,000 denarii.
Oh, that's a little...
A few coins in exchange for riches beyond imagining.
All right. But I'm going to need you to tell me before I pay up.
Sorry, I don't trust you.
Well, how do I know I can trust you? I suppose you're right. Here's your... Now, the location of that boat.
Okay, I was kind of hoping we could go through it again, and I kind of want to see what happened if I gave him the boat. Actually, I don't know if that was an option either.
What? But I already knew that. I can't take that gun. You What is it? Don't even talk to...
Well, who are you voting for?
Ah, a new face. I hear... Galerius. Dead. All right. Nice to talk to...
Or I wonder if there's an ending where I do all those things instead of Galerius. And it just changes the dialogue a bit. Not that Galerius freaking deserves it. He's a goddamn boss. If I steal, that ends it. What do I want to try? I have always wanted to try. No. Damn it. I can type whatever I want in the chat and no one will ever know.
Hello? Hello? Gold?
I mean, treasure. Let's talk about your treasure. I did.
What was in there?
Oh, what? New dialogue.
Was it gold and...
No, but I learned some very important things in there, and I think they might help us even more.
Confused. Hannibal said... Oh.
You trust me? Do you know why I'm
You're
here?
going to let... Oh. Galerius already tried. Like...
I wonder if I can just break him out.
He can get me... Hannibal said it was in the... Bye-bye. Hello. Bye-bye.
Like if I shoot the lock or something? Okay.
Hello?
What are some other things I wanted to try? I'll need the golden rule to be broken. Were there any vines that I haven't found yet? Alright, my coffee. That's some good stuff. Okay, outside of shooting Galerius to see if... It'd be like an identical thing to removing the advanced warp core and then dying. Find this. Pants grab. Do I have pants grab? I don't think I do. Probably should. Doing something unholy. Okay, so I wasn't at... Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Oh, I'll hold on. Point of origin. Create a time paradox. So if I call the election... Oh, that's right. I forgot about this. Maybe I'll just look up like a quick guide. Sometimes there's someone in there. I don't know. Oh, what the? It was like a Hanzo dash or some shit. Where am I going, chat? Let's see if I can grab the flower again. It's so freaking touchy. Just kidding. Okay, nothing under there, nothing I can do there. I think I haven't... I've swam by that quite a bit in my later loops and just don't remember if I even grabbed it once, let alone...
Salve again, friend. How is it possible?
Just a lucky guess. Lie.
You're toying with me, right? You're a bit like... Sisyphus was a Greek for... Anyways, oh.
I'm hoping it'll be worth it when I order Dooley's release. I just hope I'll have the votes I need. Even if you don't win, the next election will be here before you know it.
Oh. Now, I'm going to keep your secret. Although, it's not as if... Oh, and if our conversations ever start to annoy you, just tell me you're busy. I know when I'm not wanted. May fortune smile on you, friend.
There's some like weird like, yeah, I'm like bouncing off of these. I wonder if I could do some like speed run type movement tech. Okay, I'm just gonna look up a couple things while I'm waiting. What to... Oh, okay. I have an idea then. Also, let me update the title, just so people know I've completed it. Good enough. Overly descriptive, as is tradition. Apparently, Demidius likes these eggs. Meow.
Don't believe a word they tell you.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
What now?
Wisdom.
If I did. And what? You.
I'm not going. Maybe I can't now.
Whatever.
Same excrement, different smell. Damn. That's some graffiti. Oh, do you have anything to say?
What is it? He's one of the better commanders. I'm Micah, that's what. Then Black. I went around asking to bed. Well, because it's. Not that it's any of your business. But Alright?
Huh. Oh, yes. More urine. You're in for a treat. $14.
Ugh, this place has become a thoroughfare. Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop. Oh. Thank. Oh. What? Ugh, what? Well, that's just. That doesn't surprise me. To him, he's.
Great accuser, you look surprisingly
Why?
relaxed.
Because I'm on this. Ugh, you're awful.
Okay. Were we ever?
We're finally alone.
I kind of want to just
assume-
tell him.
Is that?
I broke it.
Seems rather brash. Of course.
It's you.
Why do you say that?
I'm just gonna say everything. He asked for help figuring out how to turn people into gold to make money.
Indeed. That is abhorrent. And even if doing... Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
I have never actually said it's him or it's her or it's them to anyone after making these accusations. But it sounds fun to do it to Decius.
Well then, in that case, as magistrate, I hereby declare him an enemy of Rome and authorize his execution by your hand, forthwith. I don't believe so, no. It's not a crime to carry out the lawful order of a magistrate.
Okay, but is it immoral?
So now you're an expert on Roman law, are you? Listen to me. We are cut off from the Empire. If ever there was a time to dispense with legal procedure, it would be now. Think of it as an act of preemptive self-defense. Think of the lives you'll be saving. Then perhaps you would prefer the feeling of being responsible for the deaths of everyone in this. Now is not the time for cowardice in the guise of philosophical introspection. Now, any way you can. I would think that bow you're carrying. Thank you.
Can I still talk?
We'll speak again after you've carried out my order.
Fuck, I feel bad about that, but it's for science. I still don't know why all of a sudden I could never talk to Sentia about the pendants I found. That... I can't remember if that's a safe drop or not. I should probably just go down the stairs. But, ooh, can I just... Okay, whatever.
Citizen?
But, like, this loop, like, the main thing I want to do is have the golden rule be broken and then turn him to gold so he can't make the portal. Alright, so what if I just have her call the election early?
On your best behavior, I trust.
Majestic.
Fuck it. I'm curious if that'll... I know this is not the subject. This is... Can I talk to him?
Whatever's in that great temple up there on the bluff, I bet it's worth a fortune. Don't even talk. Kappa merda!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Where is he?
How it ends.
Fuck. Here's what I wanted to try. Okay, I had a feeling.
Oh. Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al. Well. Funny you should... I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kinda rusty, but the last entry mentioned someone with the same name. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name appeared in the city out of the shrine of Proserpina and murdered a local magistrate, breaking some kind of ancient law. It said that the voice of a furious god rang out, and the ground trembled and statues sprang to life, firing arrows at the city's inhabitants. Apparently, as the citizens screamed and died in pain, the stranger just vanished in a flash of light. What? You're saying you were here?
When I first arrived here in the present day, I found your corpse hanging from a noose.
I'm sorry, come again?
Not a threat, just a description. I still have the suicide note you carved into this tablet here. Oh shit, I'm gonna sit down for this. This is crazy.
Let me see that. God, why does this writing look so familiar?
It's you!
I've spent a lifetime in this place going around and around in circles. This is disturbing. But I don't understand how I could have written it.
Different version of you, I changed the past and your fate.
I'm not following.
I killed a man who opened a time portal and drew you back in time, preventing it from ever happening.
So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this. I guess. So what you're really saying is, you brought me back from the dead to let me die all over again. You saw the tablet. I spent a lifetime searching for a way out and never found one. I can't see how I could possibly find one now, so it seems like we're both gonna die here.
What do you think, chat?
How can you say that? You murdered a man in cold blood, and now there's a city full of dead people. It's only a matter of time before we join them. I guess all those old Latin inscriptions were right. Pro peccata unius
I feel bad.
multis dolabunt. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
How many might have survived if you hadn't killed Sentius in cold blood? Okay. So now we can do stuff with the cistern, perhaps. The city at 339. I had to break up a cat fight. What I missed? I shot Sentius. So broke the golden law, the golden rule, which caused the end. Sentius was running to create a portal. I shot a golden arrow at him before he created the portal. It created a time paradox. I got pulled and was standing in front of Al. But Al was very frustrated because he had spent a lifetime looking for a way out and couldn't find one. And then, yeah, we got stuck in that kind of cave in modern times forever, I guess. Wait, what's this? Did I go back too far? Okay, this stuff I don't think matters. Democracy in action. But, well, let me have a load a little bit. Like a literal cat fight, by the way, or... Great temple. Okay, I think this is where I had started. Oh, wait, no. Maybe a bit earlier? Okay, this part I think I'm just going to have them do
Salve,
everything again.
Mind telling me who you are and what you...
Actually, you know, while we're here, I guess. It's going to be broken soon. I need you to quietly get everyone except Sentius ready to run into the upper cistern when the ground starts to rumble. I don't know how to get... Oh, I do have the key. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I've got 2 plans now. I think it'll take 2 loops, 2 probably loads of this save. I'm gonna go up to the cistern by myself, get Scintilla out of there, and it'll be just us 2. See what happens, and then I'm going to do this prompt right here after that.
Oh. You poor. All right, let me... What? Are you... I'll go...
Do I lose 2,000? Because now that I have him... Okay, I don't lose the 2,000 on that. Not that it matters, because I'm not even, like, just doing saves and stuff. Alright, I'm going to the cistern. I can't remember how to... There's a... I'm going to the bottom, I guess. Sorry. I don't think I ever figured out how to go. Also, am I close to any? The many shall suffer. I got that, right? I got these? I've got... Wait, why is that not accurate? Can I F5? Oh, okay, I did. There we go. We got them. So there's 2 more endings. The one that got away and the ones that got away. And I might be doing them. Steal 2,000 coins after the golden rule is broken? Holy shit. Loop through time 10 times. That must be in one save, which means I won't be doing that. Finish the game without looping through time once. I think that would just be having Decius talk to me. Or grabbing... Okay. Go stopping the assassin. grab the bow, go up to Decius with the bow, have him help me get into the Shrine of Diana. And that allows me to climb up, probably. Maybe a fun one to try, but...
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
Sure shit am.
Whoa.
Aw, a funeral. I didn't know you cared so much. Oh.
Thank you.
I'm probably just gonna load the save and not even save this here, but I am going to still grab this and grab the money. Take the money and run. I don't know why. I don't even know what I can spend. Money on, except for the debt bondage. The bondage debt. Right. Oh, and it no. Okay, we know it's Scintilla. Okay. What happens if? No. Okay. Is it this one that I can unlock then? Now where am I though? This is what I don't know. Wait a minute. Oh, I did see this one time. I don't know why I didn't figure this out. Okay. What's up?
You? Who are you? Do you know you're here? You have to help me. What? God, am I going out of my mind? Are you going to let me go or not? What?
Okay. I cannot persuade Sentius. I did that last time because I found her and then went through the canon ending, but...
Oh, thank you. Now Wait. Did you hear that? He's here. He must be coming in through the door behind me. You distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
Hey! How did I get here?
What did you do with Scintilla? Where is she?
What did you do? You're human garbage, you know that?
So that is how it's going to be. Oh well, this doesn't change anything for me. It's a shame, really. If you just
He's gonna
done
pull
what
out
you
a
were supposed to,
friggin' Glock.
you'd have been looping through time forever until you gave up and killed yourself. Just like that soft-hearted pleb.
Pleb.
Come now. Surely you didn't think you were the only one here who remembered everything. You see, my connection to the portal somehow preserves my memories from one loop to the next. Whether that was Proserpina's intention or a happy accident, I'll never know. But I'm surprised you hadn't noticed. Here I was thinking you were a little bit sharper than Al was. Or perhaps you're just more willing to break the rules. He was a moralistic fellow, never once compromised on his principles.
Cool, cool.
And because of that fatal flaw, he relived this day many thousands of times before we finally had this conversation. I watched him come through the portal each time, always a little older, a little more disheveled, a little more haunted. And when he finally saw the futility of it all, as you're about to, it broke him. He drank a jug of wine, tied a noose around his neck, and took his own life. Just before he was shot with a golden arrow. The next time I awoke, you showed up, but you've caught up to where he was so quickly. I'd have preferred if you'd given me more time to enjoy the trappings of my success. How many extra days did you give me? Just the 8? Not a lot compared with Al, but I've seized every day
8.
Nonetheless. In any case, there's no escape for you except the path that Al took, the path he wrote about on his tablet. What was it? Ah, yes. Better to end it all now than find out what awaits you beyond that portal. So, you discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do about it?
You knew there was a way out, and even locked your own daughter to keep it a secret. Why? So you asked me to figure out who was going to break the golden rule. None of that failing.
Of course. There's no way you could have succeeded. Every soul who has ever found themselves here has broken the golden rule eventually. It is inevitable. Man will always sin sooner or later. Any idiot could tell you this. But where others might see tragedy, I saw opportunity. As I told you the first time we met, I found a way to cheat death. By reliving the same day over and over again forever. And I will continue living long after your dust. Why? Isn't it obvious? Because I have grown attached to all this. My title, my beautiful villa, the sun on my face, the music of birds chirping. And as long as this day keeps repeating itself, I get to enjoy it all.
Fucking
over
creep.
And over again. For eternity. I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely. To cheat death.
He's so fucking lonely.
I have become, in effect, as immortal as the gods. Can you honestly say you would not wish the same for yourself? Do you really think you can take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bird? Who? Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
Immolation, no breathing, don't give a fuck if you...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Come on, we have to go. Hey, what's happening to you? That light, it's so bright.
Oh, because he died. Gotcha. Okay, so then the other one. Okay. Well, interesting. Now I gotta talk to... Wait.
Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al. Well, here I am. Funny you should ask. I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kind of rusty.
Yeah?
But the last entry mentioned someone with the same name. It freed an imprisoned woman named Scintilla, who then murdered her captor, breaking some kind of ancient law. It said the attack caused golden statues to come alive, hunting down everyone in the city and turning them into gold.
Yeah.
Apparently, the only person to survive was Scintilla, while the stranger disappeared in a flash of light. What? You're...
So I'm not sure if you're watching, Ori, but it was very similar to this, except Scintilla didn't live either. I just killed him. Sentius. When I first arrived in the present day, I found your corpse.
I'm sorry, come again? God, why does this... I've spent a lifetime in this place going around and around in circles. This is...
Different version of you, I changed the past and your fate. It helps Scintilla kill the man who opened the time portal and drew you back in time, preventing it from ever happening.
So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this. I guess you saved my life then, as well as helping that poor woman to escape. That's...
Except he was pissed because...
Take in.
Even the last time I didn't even help Scintilla, and we were still trapped for some reason. Oh, I can't quite remember.
Maybe we can escape through the same aqueduct Scintilla
Oh,
used,
yeah.
if we can find it.
That said... Ah, my inventory's gone again. Damn it. Including my bow. Did he come through here already? Must have. Okay, so this is a different one. Oh, is this going to be a similar ending where I get to talk to Scintilla at the end?
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and Nick, you go on ahead.
And I was probably talk to Charon. Okay, I'll skip through. I'll be breezing through most of this dialogue. I think we got one more to try. Can't even inspect. God, I lost my archaeologist.
You're back. But... why don't you tell me what you...
I wonder how much different it is if I go through this differently, but...
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions. You can just call me Caroline, if you like. I am sorry I do not enjoy deceiving people. Believe me, I do not. But I have learned, from 5,000 years, that most people find comfort.
We've seen this.
That you died, my role, as the...
Wait, I asked that? I thought I asked how I...
Usually, most so ask... As you, unfortunately, a nearby, you both, there was nothing. He died instantly. That man, you were each in possession.
That man's name is Albert Einstein.
Perhaps you have, well, along my... That I... Only now. I find myself bereft of purpose. There is nobody else to ferry here. I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing... Supposedly, the city was destroyed when a woman murdered a tyrant with the help of... Well, my new friend here. I know how crazy that sounds.
Maybe not that crazy. That woman. I don't suppose her name was...
Albert Einstein? You wouldn't.
How could you
In this economy?
What?
She left a tablet of her own. I stumbled across it while I was waiting
Oh,
here.
cool, cool, cool.
I think she meant for you to read it. Here, take a look.
I don't know what became of you, or if you're
Dear
ever
Mighty
read
the
this,
Small.
but I want you to know that I will never forget you, or what you did for me. It pains me that so many dear friends were not so fortunate. Ulpius, Sentia, Lucretia, Horatius, Galerius, poor Dooley, and the others. But please understand, their blood is on my hands, not yours. I will live with the consequences of my actions.
Nice, not my fault.
And all I can do is move forward, trying to show others the same compassion you showed me. I promise you that saving my life will not be for nothing. Centilla.
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. I'd love to hear your story, but first, you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while...
Sounds good to me.
And you?
Nice. Achievements, let's go! How many might have survived if you've confronted the god? Yeah, true. Credits. I think we just got one more try. I'll do a quick Google for maybe some fun Easter eggs, and then that'll be it. I think it was on... I think it was just this one. Or did I not go back far enough? Oh, this should be... Is he right there? Nice. Okay, this should be it. This should be it.
Salve, friend.
Okay. Golden Rule is going to be broken soon. I need you to quietly get everyone except Sentius ready to run into the upper cistern when the ground starts to rumble.
What? That's a big ask. But something tells me you're not kidding.
Galerius has always trusted
All right,
me.
I'm gonna stick my neck out and believe you. But I doubt I'll be able to gather more than a handful of people.
I don't know if I could have told him other stuff.
A new face. Oh. I don't. Oh, we'd sit and finally, and so it seems you.
I want to talk to her about...
As I mentioned, it's if the I see. Then it seemed, but unfortunately, it's a reasonable question, and may for.
Okay. Do I just have to... I'm... Okay.
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
Don't fucking worry about it. Forget about it. Okay. This, I actually don't know how this one works.
Fortune smile on you, brother.
Did you tell everyone already? Okay. I don't... Oh, is he still... Oh, that's right. No one talked him down. Okay. Nothing has changed. I am going to load... I'm going to see if I can tell him to do those things and then also tell him to gather everyone. I think I can, but I can't quite remember.
Salve. Oh. What? I'll go.
Shit. Okay. I have to go do those things then. Okay, I can do that.
Salve. What? That's a big ask. But I doubt I'll be able to gather...
Okay, what would be the fastest? Can I talk to these folks first? I don't care about you.
Wow, isn't that a big long bow?
All the better to... Never mind.
You stay away from my money.
Well, I'll take your money. I'll put it in my bank account. Oh, key to the chest. That would be a stealing though. And I don't steal. I properly swindle.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Okay.
Olivia, would you stop muttering like the
Swindle
deer over a
D's.
cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
Swindly D and Swindly Dumb.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
Fine.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
Just as the but say it. Then I had to tell. I must apologize. He gives. There, and now, friend, you have.
Wait a second. Oh shit. Hold on. I think the only way I can get in here is like after breaking the... Because I don't think I can actually like... I think she's got to move after like the law's broken. The golden rule. Alright, let me go help out. While I'm here, I might as well get some cash. Can I? Do I talk to Elle?
Hello?
I don't know if this gets me.
You're going. Oh. Hannah.
Wait.
Bye bye. Hello.
I'm just looking, man.
Bye bye.
I actually don't know how, if I can get... It almost makes it seem like there's a way to get him out. Maybe if I shoot an arrow there. Oh, okay. Now I gotta go... Yeah.
Help! You.
Let's see what I can do.
Thank. I have to hide. Find me. What?
Okay, so I'll go talk to this guy. Try this out.
Stop right there. Thank you for your service to the...
What you're doing here, I don't know. Oh, I did want to see... I thought there were some things I could climb that way. Now I can't remember. Didn't even read. Shrine may collapse at any moment. What a goober. I am gonna go down and see if I can maybe tell this guy, because I don't know who knows about him and I want him to... It's Philip. Philippe. Oh, I have to go stop the suicide. I've gotta... Okay.
Ah, a visitor. Welcome. I was indeed. Oh, that's a relief.
Yeah, what a relief. I love that. You know, way out of here?
Huh. Did... You mean, how did I end up I was back... It became... I woke up on the back... I settled it. So, There one and... My generation was wiped out, turned to gold, many years ago. I think it's safest to assume that if I was to return, Hades would realize that his furies hadn't finished the job, and he'd send them after me again. I fear that if you were to utter my name in the...
Hated to hear you know I'm alive. Okay.
I'm afraid I am the only one left. It has been lonely. Before my unexpected...
I don't know if I can get Kabash. Yeah, fuck, I don't...
Living in darkness is not without its challenge. And sometimes, the greater challenge is the isolation. So I like to... Like so many things in life. As you wish. I enjoyed...
Yeah, I don't know how to get him along. And maybe I'm not supposed to. Okay. I'm gonna go help Yulia. Oh, I'm gonna go talk to Rufus so he stops gay bashing. Cool. Fuck you, don't talk to me.
Greetings. My... Have you... Oh, then... Of
Of course, the first question any of us and scaling the chasm wall is out of the question, for it is simply. But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in, through the shaft above the bathhouse. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood, one could make a series of. They had. There was an so it's it. That, my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I voted the
Oh, do I have to go? Well, I guess that part probably wouldn't matter.
Nothing. I hope.
Maybe it doesn't matter if people want to vote for him because when it happens. Okay, I can help you. Kind of forgot
What
about
are you
her.
doing in here? What, Yulia? Hope that. Ah, look, that was like the you just and in them. Do you really want to know? Glad. That's a shame.
I know about.
Name's Grufield. What business? Willow, fine. It was too much. No idea. I know that's.
It's the rheumatism.
And I know. I'll leave him alone. I'm going.
No problem. No problem.
Salve.
A new face. Oh my. Let's see. We don't have much. Hercules was able to leave the underworld because he cowed its god with his strength. Sisyphus and Orpheus both relied on their wits instead. And finally, Aeneas was. So it's. May Fortuna.
Okay. We gotta go stop. Okay, you're still alive. What if I say the wrong thing? I have to restart all that. Don't mind if I do. Now, this is the bathhouse, right? And they said something about a path above the bathhouse that I don't know if I've ever checked out. Unless they're talking about the cistern. Oof. Okay. I don't know if I can make that jump. Is there something over there? But I know I can go over here. I can hear them. Go up here and I can go on top of that, but to what end? Wait, the bath? Oh, that's right, the bathhouse. I did want to go check that out. But not until I finish this, because this is taking a lot. Oh, fuck, what am I doing? Okay, I don't know why I got confused about the bathhouse. I was thinking of this. So that's why I got confused. Now I know why I got confused about the bathhouse. We're just problem solving all day and all night. Everything is blue like him. Inside and outside, blue his house. The blue little window and a blue Corvette. And everything he sees is just blue like him. Inside and outside, blue his house. I always loop on that accidentally. Looping. Well, I can't stop. I can't stop.
Ah, another stoic, perhaps. We've all been where you... I used to lay awake at night. I still... All right, well, it was lovely to...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh, no. No.
It's been a long time since
No,
I've been to those initial conversations with
Orpheus,
Octavia.
what are you doing?
That's the idea.
What?
Why do you...
I know. Please.
I'm sorry.
Please, help him. If... Thank...
You... Well, you don't under... It's too... If I... Oh, really? That was... Really? Wait.
Oh, I could have had...
guess
I could have
to
gone...
work for you then.
No, you'd be free.
You'd... It seems... Thank you, Fred.
I could have done the... Gone and blackmailed Malleolus, I guess. Or, yeah.
Thank you. I just wish there was some way I...
Don't worry about it.
I'll go and take care of things.
Okay. What if just right in front of her, I just pop these missing pieces in? Okay, don't talk to Sentius. I'm trying to think of... Those are the main ones, right? I couldn't get... I won't be able to get Galerius because he didn't do those things for him, but I can't have him do those things, and as far as I know... do those things and let everyone know when the golden rule is broken to come to the cistern. Trying to think of what I could do. Well, you know what? Here's what I could do. And it would maybe save some time overall. I'm kind of set up here for the cistern. It's unlocked. Do another save. God, so many saves. Roman baths. Right. Now I can go to the baths. And I can either just load that, or just run back. But either way, I've got like it's set up to...
Salve.
What? Sometimes... Don't need money, but I'm still looking. Hey. Yeah? Hey, yeah. What I say about protection? I've got protection. It's called prayer. Okay. Fuck, maybe this... There's something. Is there really nothing in here? Inside and outside. I've never drowned before. I wonder if that's an achievement. Great, you're gonna die. Like I always say, a little death never hurt nobody. Okay. I'm not seeing anything obvious to shoot here, so. So unless there's something up here that I could climb if I did shoot it. But I see no pretty things to do. Was there anything in... I already stuff. Was there anything in the catacombs that could be climbed? Because this might just be my... Whatever ending this is, hopefully it works out. I'll probably finally call it there. Probably. I mean, I'm glad I didn't... Because we're already at like 3 hours, 15 minutes on this. Don't see any sparklies. Okay. Now that I think about it, I don't think there's gonna be... Maybe I can talk to Kabosh? Oh, all these things are dead already, that's right. Yeah, I think this is a waste. Probably. Oh, why are you... Wait, what? Why are these ones alive again? Oh God. Down, boy. Ah, yes, the board game. What are you gonna do? There's another one, right? I thought I heard two. Wait, you're golden and you're still moving around. What the fuck? Oh god, wait, what? Oh, that was actually a little bit scary. This isn't a place I can go in. Not seeing anything I can shoot. Maybe a quick save. Maybe a little quick save.
Stop. I am. And let me. That is welcome news. I was here. Take. Now, as for... Indeed, I stumbled across... You may not, in fact, because it's...
Are you gonna get to the point, or...?
I will tell you, but first...
Do I?
Indeed, see what as when they even as... I am glad to hear it. It is inscribed with a script that it would and that... You will... This word... You are too late. It is done.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna leave Kibosh.
It could not have gone in. Now, the thing of evil... This is where... I think, as... Is everyone so... Good. Wait. I urge you, return...
Okay.
Curse you, and curse this place!
I'm not fighting you, I'm just looking for shit before I go back. And that might just be actually easier to load. There's nothing down here. Now, when did I latest save? It was 10 minutes ago, yeah? I think. Should have been like right at the cistern. Okay, it was. Alright. Man, I really have to use the restroom. I'm gonna be back shortly. I don't need more coffee. Might refill my water, but I'm back. Where'd you even go? Doing some RL, nice. Was a bad idea? Nah. You're getting some practice in. Down in every game mode. Well, yeah, you win some, you lose way more. 60 and 3s.
Fortune smile on you, brother.
Bow you have there. Just like
I'm trying to decide if I should go in there. I talk to you more?
Salve again, friend. I went and did as you asked, and it worked. How is it possible that you've just arrived here and you already know every... Oh, come on.
Wait, didn't I tell you?
You're a bit Sisyphus. Yeah. Anyways. Anytime. Now, I'm going to keep you... Oh, and if our conversations...
I swear. I didn't... No, I went and just did all the things. So he did as I told... I'm gonna... Okay. I'm gonna see if we can do the election and then...
It
is Mr. Claim.
By dusk, just the same as any other. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malleolus, the challenge. Why do you...
Do I want to do anything with Malleolus?
As I said, I'm... Yes. I have overheard some rather unpleasant arguments. The last thing we need here is
Do you... Is it... Do you only have side quests left, or you're just trying to save the...
started right away.
Story?
Citizens, it is time. Let us meet to elect our magistrate.
Time to go to the theater.
Okay. I'm actually gonna go trash every boss in the story. R.I.P. bosses. I'm curious if it just happens if I just go and wait. Hey, good morning, Never. Never ready. I appreciate it and hope you have a good day as well. I don't know how to get you out, fuck. Oh well. I'm just trying out some alternate endings and stuff for this. I got the canon ending first, so. It's the weekend. If you just woke up and it's 1 p.m., then you stay up till 4 a.m. That's the law. Them's the rules. So it's 1 p.m. You got anything planned for the afternoon? Or the evening or the night?
Malleolus. Sentius.
Malleolus. Malleolus. Who else?
Citizens, you have made your decision. Your new magistrate, Marcus Malleolus Gurges.
Hail, Magistrate Malleolus. I said, hail, Magistrate Malleolus.
If this doesn't work out, I will be looking up just so I can kind of just put an end to. I fought like 3 Valkyries. The Mountain of the Giants. It's been a while since I've played, but I'm pretty sure I've been there. Yeah, they're very the amount of patience and time they take is the thing. Like as far as I know, you just can't shit on the Valkyries. This is Sparta.
Fight for his life in gladiatorial combat against Domitius. Here and now for your entertainment.
I haven't finished the story either. But there's a lot of different orders you can do things too, so. I don't know if I should be ready to go or run with them. I'm gonna start running. Fuck it.
The many shall suffer for the
Wrong way.
sins of the one.
What? No! I'll help you.
Do it! Kill me!
What? Is anyone gonna come? Oh. Yeah, I've definitely encountered some giants and a lot of them, but I don't remember what area it was. I plan on revisiting it. Uh-oh. What? You're not gonna follow me, are you? I have no idea how this ending works. Wanna go intel with another character? When I got to Godfrey, it did next to no damage. Oh. Understandable. Oh, that's why I was soaking. People were supposed to follow me. I don't know why they didn't. So I'll probably be looking it up. Well, fuck. Okay. Whoa, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna look this one up. I'm gonna get some lunch and breakfast and coffee. Nice. Enjoy. I appreciate the lurk. And we'll catch you again. Oh, don't hit. Don't do it. Wait. You wouldn't. Okay, something got messed up. Maybe I had to set something else up. Sir, what? I need to talk to Scintilla first, I guess. I think. Follow the same path as before. Then select them when you go. Let's get out here together. No, I did this one. What? What's different about this? Oh, just telling... Searching. You would. You would. Okay. Oh, it's basically the same. I just gotta get to Scintilla first. Okay. I think I can just load what I had at some point. The nerve, the gall, Ori.
You? Who are you? Did you know you're here?
eyes sent me.
We... what? How did you know? Wait, did you hear that? He's here. He must be coming in through the door behind me. You distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
Keeping you up all the time. I have that effect.
What did you do with Scintilla? Where is she?
What is she doing up here?
So that is how it's going to be. Oh well, this doesn't change anything. It's a shame, really. You'd have been looping through time forever until you... Come. You see, but he was a... And because of... I watched... And when he... The next time...
So this is going to be a whole lot different as far as I can tell.
Just the 8? Not a lot compared with Al, but I've seized every day, nonetheless. In any case, there's no escape. Better to end it. So, you discovered my secret. So what? What
I
are
love
you
this
going
just
to do about it?
pops up.
Of course. There's no way you
Of
could have
course.
succeeded. Every soul who has ever found themselves here has broken the golden rule eventually. It is inevitable. Man will always sin sooner or later. Any idiot could tell you this. But where others might see tragedy, I saw opportunity. As I told you the first time we met, I found a way to cheat death. By reliving the same day over and over again forever. And I will continue living long after your dust. Why? And as long as this day, I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely.
Very
to
cool.
cheat death. I have become, in effect, as immortal as the gods. Can you honestly say you would not wish the same for yourself? Do you really think you can take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bow?
I'd like to try it with the golden bow. Oh wait, I have.
Who? Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
Immolation. I can't do it. It's always in my head.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Come on, we have to go. The others should be right behind us. Hey, what's happening to you? That light, it's so bright.
I hit the wrong button.
Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone.
Just jump in the water.
I'm Al. Well, here I am. Funny you should ask. I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kind of rusty, but the last entry mentioned someone with the same name. It described an event about 2,000 years ago.
Fear can do
Someone
crazy
with your
things
name
to your
appeared in the city
decision-making
out of the shrine
process.
of Proserpina. Freed an imprisoned woman named Scintilla, who then murdered her captor, breaking some kind of ancient law. It said the attack caused golden statues to come alive, hunting down. Apparently, Scintilla and a handful of other citizens managed to escape, while the stranger disappeared in a flash of light. What? God, I've spent this. So you're saying, I guess maybe we can escape through the same aqueduct.
Okay, so it's almost identical to the other one, but game gets a 6 from me now. Be sure to buy it and then leave a review and let them know.
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple. You go on ahead. I'll be there.
Just leave a review. You need a verified purchase, homie. Or I'll leave a review reviewing your review. Let them know it's a fake.
You're back.
Fake news.
But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find out? Oh, why don't... Really? Sounds amazing. Ow!
Kinda lost track of time in there. And there was a tablet described. Supposedly, the city was destroyed. My new friend, I know how...
Maybe not that crazy. That woman. I don't suppose her name was... Scintilla?
How could you... What?
She left a tablet of her own.
Scintilla the honey.
I stumbled across it while I was waiting here. I think she meant for you to read it. Here, take a look.
I don't know what became of you, or if you'll ever read this, but Octavia, Lucretia, Horatius, Equitia and I will never forget you, or what you did for us. It pains us that so many of our dear friends were not so fortunate, including Ulpius and Galerius, who heroically tried to rescue Dooley, but never made it back. But there is no point dwelling on what might have been. All we can do is take this gift you've given us and try to show others the same.
Can't believe Galerius didn't make it.
We promise
you
that saving our lives was not for nothing. Scintilla et al.
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. You two look exhausted.
Sounds good to me.
And you?
Well, that is all the endings. So except for some achievements and stuff, I think that's kind of it. We have already played through all of these. Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who. Alright, final... said it a bunch of times while playing, but just a final kind of thing for it. Thoroughly enjoyed this game. If I can talk myself into the steps, going to leaving a Steam review after I've maybe kind of come up with one in my head, I'd leave one. I definitely recommend it. It's fantastic. I love the time loop mechanics. I love the art and the storytelling and the roots in the various mythologies. And it was fucking awesome. YouTube, thank you for watching. Instead of it being like a half-hour ending after the second session, it ended up being another frickin' almost 4 hours. Yeah, I'm really excited for what these guys put out next. And bye now.